If you failed a combine before, or you're currently sitting in one right now, sweating every single red candle like it's the end of the world, I need you to sit down, shut everything off, and actually watch this whole thing from start to finish. Because I'm about to give you the exact system I used to pass my Topstep combines in 2 days with only 2 trades. Not a concept, not a philosophy, the strategy, the risk, the rules, all of it for free right now. And here's why I can actually say this with a straight face. See, I got students who go through this exact same system and passed their first combine in just 6 days. I got a guy who passed 2 combines in his first week using this. I got another student right now on his 3rd account right now running 2 copy traded accounts after passing his first combine in just 2 weeks. And I've got students who already pulled out real payouts off Topstep using this exact same method. See, I'm not showing the screenshots and asking you to trust me. I'm showing you the actual mechanics so you can go and test it yourself. So by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how I read market structure on gold futures, exactly where I enter, and exactly how I manage risk, and exactly how I think about passing a combine differently than 95% of the traders who are currently failing theirs. This is a full course, not a highlight reel. So real shit, get a notebook, pause it if you need to, because I'm not gatekeeping the how. I'm walking you through the entire thing from start to finish. And if you can't consistently get funded, meaning you also can't consistently trade and get payouts, you don't watch this whole video from the start to finish, first things first, you a bitch. Second, put the fries in the bag, because it's legit everything A to Z. I'm gonna be honest, this shit should be behind a $1,000 paywall, just the info right here. So let's get started. So again, we're going through everything A through Z. We're going through a little treasure hunt here, and by the end of this, your X mark the spot is going to be you being able to consistently get funded with the whole entire plan. So first things first, let's go to our first spot, the start / the intro. Now, what the fuck are we actually talking about here today? Excuse my profanity. I just took a monster and I'm on one right now, but it's okay because I'm about to teach you the information. We are talking about prop firms, more specifically Topstep, because I just kill it on Topstep. But the good thing is, once you actually learn this skill, you can apply it to other prop firms like Take Profit Trader, Lucid, or Tradeify. So let's get the basics down and then we'll move on from there. But let's go through the basics. What are prop firms? Prop firms is where we're able to trade with firms' capital instead of our own. All we have to do is pass an evaluation by proving you could trade within their rules. Now, on paper, this is beautiful because you don't need $25,000 to $50,000 of your own money to get started, which I don't know. When I first started, I most definitely did not have that. You just need to prove you could trade profitability within a defined rule set. In practice, most traders fail, and they fail repeatedly. They buy combine after combine after combine after combine. They blow them and they repeat the cycle, buy another combine, and they blow that shit too. If you're watching this video 9 times 10, this is you, but at the end of this video, you're most definitely going to be in a different pool because the opportunity, let's talk about the opportunity with these. See, retail traders such as me and you and me, especially when starting out myself, retail traders have more access to funded capital than ever before. There's prop firms popping out left and right and left, especially Topstep, where it's just like they're backed by a good name. The opportunity is most definitely there. The opportunity capital is there, and the problem is knowing how to pass consistently. But don't worry, this video again is for you. This is you right here. This is you right here. If you already traded and understand what a combine is, but it's okay because we just went over that. Or if you know how to read charts, but you're inconsistent and keep self-destructing after getting close. So if you're someone who knows what a combine is, knows what Topstep is, but can't get funded, can't pull out payouts consistently, or just not a profitable trader, this video is for you. Now, for the ones who are impatient, good fucking news, because you just already went through the intro, and don't worry, because we only have a few more of these left. We're going to zoom through this quick. Next is the rules, and then we'll go over the strategy, and then we'll go over the risk, and then we'll end off for the ones who are super duper impatient with X mark the spot, scaling, and what's next. But first things first, let's go over the rules. Now they're very, 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 very simple. The rules, Topstep's rules. First things first, we are going to be trading the 50K account. There's no reason to trade more. They don't have less. So a 50K account is where you need to start. Now I'm starting out. I advise to go with the regular account. It's $49, and then once you pass it, it is a $150 activation fee. So in total, you're going to be spending about $200. When you're first starting out, this is where you need to be. Now, once you write down everything I'm about to teach you, you pass once or twice, I don't want you to keep dropping $200, because with that same knowledge, the same skill set, that same $200 will now get you to accounts. Now, that's what we're going to get to eventually, but for just starting off, if you're just new to the system, we're gonna start off with the 50K account, the $49 one. Once you pass about 1 or 2, you can upgrade, and then the other one is $95 and with no activation fee. But that's why we're learning the skills, so we don't have to do that. The simple 50K account target is 3K. The profit target is the goal you need to hit in order to get the account and start trading on a funded account. So a 50K account is 3K. Now, the 3K with the 3K profit target, there is a 2K max loss limit, and this is end of day drawdown, not trailing drawdown. End of day trailing drawdown, meaning that if you're up 1K, your drawdown is still 2K. If you get to 2K, your drawdown is now at 0. The count hits 50K, which would be the 0 mark. You lose the account, and so on and so on. But we don't really give a fuck about that because we're about to make this 3K real quick and get funded. Now, with the 50K, the max contracts is 5 contracts. When I was first started, I used to be around 5 contracts. Now, you can't handle that. I could barely handle that, so don't worry about that. The max we're going to use is 3, but we'll get more into that when we start talking about the risk. But yes, keep in mind the max risk contracts are 5 contracts. But most importantly, you have to have a 50% consistency rule, meaning you can't make more than 1,500 on day 1 or your profit target moves up. If you make 2,000 in one day, your profit target has to match 50% of that target. So now it moves up. So I don't recommend making more than 1,500 on day 1 and 1,500 on day 2, or you're gonna have to trade more days. There's just no reason to do it. If you're hitting the trade for 2K, what's the point? You can accept that 1,500 and the next day would have been a lot easier. So 50% consistency target, and you could pass in little as 2. There we go. All right, you could pass in little as 2 days. That's the beautiful thing about this. So 50K account, 3K target, 2K max loss limit, 5 contracts at a time, which again, way too much. You don't need that. 50% consistency rule, you can pass in as little as 2 days. Some of you be fucking around and be trading this shit for about 2-3 weeks and still end up failing. Fuck that. We want to do this shit in 2 days. So don't worry, because I'm about to teach you everything you need. And good job, because you now have learned the rules. Again, I'm moving through this a little quick because I know some of you have, TikTok brain. You should be a little fried, but it's okay because we're getting through that. Congrats, we're now done with the rules. Now let's go over the strategy real quick. Simple. GF13 is the strategy I use. It's very simple. Trend confirmation, either higher high or lower low. A pullback to the 13 EMA. Wick rejection off the 13 EMA. And then the trigger is my entry, and the stop placement goes in the opposite direction. And don't worry, this is my GF13 official checklist. If you want the checklist, you can go ahead and join the free community. I believe it should be the second link in the description. Now, I'm going to go over the strategy from A to Z as well, because again, this is a fucking masterclass. I'm giving you everything A to Z. So still have that notepad out. Let's get straight into it. Make sure my screen is great. Perfect. All right, perfect. Now I'm not on the charts. Let's go straight into it. Now, first things first, we need structure. What the fuck is structure? If you don't know what structure is, it's okay, because I'm about to break it down to you. Price creates higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And what is this? This is a uptrend. This is an uptrend. Now, price also creates lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And what is this? This is a downtrend. Now, and then there's this shitty thing called a trending market where price goes up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down. And the market just looks like a whole bunch of bullshit. And there's a ceiling, and there is a floor, and there is a floor. There's a ceiling, and there's a floor. And price isn't really choosing no direction. But the good thing is when we're in this market, we just don't take the setup. Simple as that. Simple as that. Now, what we're looking for is our uptrend and our downtrend. Now, what are we looking for in our uptrend and our downtrend? Let's go with the uptrend first. Simple. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So we need structure. Let's create this. Let's make this a little longer. We need structure. We need price to create a new higher high, or no, sorry. We need price. Yeah, we need price to create a higher high, breaking structure, a continuing structure. That's what this be. So price creates a higher high. Boom. Price created a higher high, higher low. Price created a new higher high. Oh, snap. This is where we got something where price creates a new higher high. Boom. Up. There we go. Price creates a new higher high. Breaking these high. Now we start looking for a setup. Now we wait for price to pull back to our 13 EMA, which I'll go over here in a second. And then this is where we look for our entry to catch our next move going upwards. It's just a market structure trading. We're following the trend. We're waiting for price to create a new high, pull back, let us in, and we catch the next move up. Same thing with the downtrend, vice versa. Let's go over that real quick. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And then again, price creates, step one is structure. Price creates a new lower low. So price, see, price came down, price pulled back, price broke, trend continuation, broke this low here. Perfect. Price broke a low. Now we wait for the pull back. Boop, boop. Our 13 EMA would be here. Again, I'll go over that in just a second. We look for entry here to catch that next fat ass move down. And if it pulls back, we're still safe because this is our safe area. Our stop loss is going to be up here somewhere. So even if it does pull back, don't worry, it should respect our EMA again, and we could continue catching a fat ass move down. Now that is our setup. We're looking for market structure, and through that we're looking for swing highs and swings lows to be broken, new highs and new lows. Let me show you. I could let's see, let's hop on the chart real quick. Let's get some live action going. What does this look like in the live market? Price, let's see what's where our tools at. Price created a new high, boom. Price came back, boom. Price created a new high, boom. So when price created this new high, boom, right here. From here, we start looking for a pullback to the 13 EMA. Now, what the fuck? What's so important about the 13 EMA? The 13 EMA, we're looking for price to come pull back to about 13 EMA, tap the 13 EMA, and wick reject out the 13 EMA. Now let me show you some examples. I probably could find some live ones. Let me clear my screen real quick. Again, this is my 13 EMA. How you add the 13 EMA? Simple. Finding the 13 EMA is simple. What you're going to do here is going to scroll over to the top left here, click on indicators, boom. Now this one is the one I personally use, 3 EMA crosses by Ookla 1977. Sometimes it's still not there. All you have to do is look up EMA, not the special, EMA. Moving average exponential. Click on that, boom. Click on the top left in the drop down. Again, I'll do that again. Drop down and then find your EMA. Click on settings. Go to inputs and you're gonna put in 13. And then you can put a cool color or color coded however you want. Fire. All right, click OK, and now your 13 EMA should be on your screen as you can see here. Boom. Now, what are we looking for? We're looking for price to create a new high or new low, pull back to the 13 EMA, and then tap off of it, wick reject off of it, and then we can continue on. Let's see if we can find a beautiful setup for you real quick. All right, boom, here's a cool little example. Let's go over price. Again, we're looking for market structure. Price pushes up here. Boom, boom. Price pushes up. We break these highs here. Then when step one, price created a higher high. Look for step two, a pullback. Again, pullback, boom, boom, to the 13 EMA. Now it's not going to be this drastic of a pullback. It's just going to be a small little pullback, especially with continuation in the market. Let's zoom in here. As you see, price pulls back right here. And then price, let's see, where's my marker at? Price pulls back to the 13 EMA, taps the 13 EMA, wick rejection off the 13 EMA. Now I don't want price to pull back and tap my 13 EMA because that's where you end up getting like stuff like this. Like you could have avoided this if you look for a tap off the 13 EMA. Now we're not taking every single pullback. We're taking the only ones that pull back to the 13 EMA. Like this is not valid. This is not valid because this tapped the 13 EMA. Looks like a wick rejection, but as you see, the candles are actually like floating through the candle. The EMA is cutting through the price of the candle. I don't want that at all. I want clean price action. Just like our examples, go back to it. I want clean price action. I want to know that the EMA was respected, tapped, and rejected. You feel me? So that's what we're looking for. Price created a new high, pull back to the 13 EMA, wick rejection. Price pull back to the 13 EMA, wick rejection, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. Now, step 3 is confirmation. Is my entry is easy. Just enter on the break of candle. There's a break of candle. The break of candle is right here. After this candle closes, we look for the top of that candle's plane to get broke, and we hop in the buys, and then we catch the next fucking leg up. You feel me? Now let me show you a better example of break or candle. We were in a uptrend. Let's see. Let's get some candle drawings here. We're in an uptrend. Boom. Boom. And let's see. This is gonna be our downtrend candle. We'll keep that one. We'll keep that one for now. We'll go uptrend. We'll change the colors. Un momento. One more. Kind of do these a little big, but you know that's all right. Bear with me. Bear with me. Again, patience. Patience is key. You know what? That's what we'll do. Keep this. Bear with. All right. When we're in our uptrend, we'll change the colors real quick. This candle is going to be green because we wick rejected off the EMA. Boom, green. Let's go to this one. Green. Now this candle wicked off for 13 EMA, which, you know, ignore my drawing. Oh, it's supposed to be actually tapping the 13 EMA. Boom. There we go. Price comes down, taps the 13 EMA, rejects off. Now, after this candle closes, we're looking for break of candle. And we use stop orders. Write this down. We use stop orders, not market orders. You're not quick enough. I'm sorry, because price be flying sometimes. We're not use a stop order. So all you gotta do is right click, and then 9 times out of 10, find like stop order. Right now the market is going down, so that's why I said stop for sale. But stop orders is what we use. Stop orders. Stop orders where price is moving towards. Let's type this out. Stop orders. Stop order equals price going to. Now, what do I mean by that? Limit orders equals price coming back, and then market order equals let me in now. All right, let's get this, smooth this over. Now let's break these down real quick. Now, stop order is when price going to. So price is trickling up, price is moving up. As soon as this candle gets break of candle, as soon as this candle's top of this wick, not the body, top of the wick, the top of the candle, and buys and sells to be the bottom of the candle. As soon as that candle gets, your stop order, as soon as that candle gets broke, that's where we have our stop order, and that's where we enter. Limit order is, say price is floating up here, you put it limit order down as soon as price, let's see, say what's our little marker so it's easy. Say your entry is here, price is going up, you have your limit order here. As soon as price comes down and taps you in, you're in. That is a limit order, and you go up. Now, again, stop order is you would place your stop order above. So say price goes up, down. As soon as price goes to, now you're in. Now I might come back, draw down a little bit, boom, shoot up. And then market order is now. So as soon as price is moving, boom, boom, boom. You went in right here, boom. As soon as price is here, boom, you're in. So that's the difference between limit, stop, and market order. We are using stop orders because we're not quick, and we want to catch that momentum. We want to, as soon as candle breaks, we're in. So we're using stop orders. Keep an eye out for that. Write that down if you're not familiar with that. Practice that as well. We're using stop orders now, and we use stop orders for break of candle. In a buying situation, is the top of the candle's wick. As soon as that candle is broke, you should be in. You should already have your stop order and your position size and everything triggered. And let me show you the example. Let me show you the example for the sales. Let's draw out here again. Boom. And then draw my wick. Boom. All right, let's turn this back to red. Select. There we go. Now, in a selling situation, our candle will be red. Will be red for you, depending on what it'll be a bearish candle. Now, boom. That's our candle. Price has wicked off of our 13 EMA, respecting it. Perfect. And then we are having our stop order at the bottom of this candle. So what would it look like? Price respected the 13 EMA. As soon as the next candle opens, since it's the bottom candle, the next candle will open here. It might push back a little bit, and then it starts pushing up. Boom! As soon as this candle taps this, you should have your stop order. You should be prepared. You shouldn't be nervous or nothing. As soon as the candle taps this plane right here, we are in, and then it might dance around a little bit, and we catch that fucking bag to the, straight to TP. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for stop orders. That's confirmation. That's entry. So now we're looking for market structure. Let's type this in. Let's go back to our board here. Now we're looking for market structure, pullbacks here, trend continuation. We're looking for the pullbacks to the 13 EMA. But most importantly, we need the rejection off the 13 EMA. And then we're looking for a confirmation for entry, which is just our break of candle. And the stop loss goes above or below the wick. Now, what do I mean by that? If we're in sales here, we enter hand. Stop loss would be, let's see, I'll show you just with our profit target, short position. So we enter here. That might be too small. Oh, there we go. If we enter here, stop loss goes above. And then take profit, goes down here. The stop loss above, above the wick. And then let's see if I can pull back the buy wick. Now it's, we're in buys here. Have our EMA. Again, this is supposed to be respected. I'm gonna, boom, respecting. For buys here, the EMA or the entry, break of candle, boom, against stop order. The stop loss goes below the wick, and then take profit is varies. That is how we place our stop losses, above or below the wick. Again, if you want this entire checklist, check it out. Second link in the description. It's yours for free. You just have to join the community throughout that link, and you can have it. Now, again, for those who are impatient, don't worry, because we are moving quick. You have completed the strategy. Good job. And if you need more questions about the strategy, you can either drop them in the comment section below, join the community, ask them there, or check out one of my videos, because I go over it pretty decent amount. All right, now let's go over the risk. This is very, 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 very important. This is like what you need. This is the key. Without this, none of it else, none of the rest of it matters. The good thing news is not rocket scientist. This is simple. This is like 1 + 1 = 2. Like seriously. You just break it down. Now you need a $3,000 profit target divided by 2 trades, 1,500 target per trade. Again, you can't trade this. You can't pass this in one day. So there's no point of you making 3,000. There's no point of you making more than 1,500, because you need a 50% consistency rule. So why not just break it down? What's 50% of the 3,000 target? 1,500. If you go more than that, it rises the price target. So why not just aim for 1,500? Now, what's the best way to do that? I trade 3 gold contracts. Now, with 3 gold contracts with a 5-point move equals 1,500, because every 1 GC equals for 1 GC for 1 point of gold equals $100. 3 gold contracts, 3 times 5 equals 15. Now 300 for every 1 point move, 5-point move, 1,500. That's what we were shooting for. Simple math. 3 gold contracts, 5-point move. We aim for 1,500. Simple as that. Now, this only works if you take an A+ setup. This is very high risk to reward trading right here, but it only works if you have an A+ setup. There was a time in my journey where I want to say my streak was 6 or 7 weeks of straight consistent passing my combines. That means on Monday and Tuesday I would have 2 perfect trades, and then I would be funded the rest of the week. And then I would, at that following week, Monday and Tuesday, I would start a new combine, add it to the collection, fund it again in 2 days, at most 3 days, at most 3 days. But for 6 to 7 days, I might have to look back, I was consistently getting funded in 2 trades in 2 days, because I only focus on taking A+ setups. This only works if you take A+ setups. Only works. Again, only works if you take A+ setups. No forcing trades just to hit the target. If you start being emotional, start being a little biatch, start forcing trades, start over trading, start revenge trading, this will not work. I repeat, this will not work. You can only focus on taking A+ setups. This is very, very important. The focus is execution, not chasing the $3,000. That's the difference between why you keep failing now and why you can't consistently get funded, and why you do it just off of luck. I don't care about the making the $3,000. It's not even real money. So I break down the math, make it simple. Understand that if I focus on A+ setup, I focus on the input, and the output is bound to come. And the good thing with trading is, if you have a decent win rate, higher win rate, if you focus on that A+ setup, you're bound to hit your target. And again, we don't even need that much. If you're trading gold, 3 gold contracts, 5-point move, 1500, you're done for the day. Come back, do it again that next day. Boom, you're funded. You're trying to tell me you can't do that? You're trying to tell me you can't focus on taking 2 perfect trades, 1 trade at a time? That's all it comes down to. Again, the focus is execution, not the $3,000. Don't be a little bitch and force the trades to hit the target. And again, I can't stress this enough. This only works if you take an A+ setup. Only works. But I know there's going to be the ones, what happens if we lose? What happens if we lose? And that's, it's understandable. You keep focusing on one place, one good trade. You take 1 trade a day. Don't go, if you lose 1 trade that day, don't go, because you can't handle it. That's where you're here in the first place. Don't revenge trade, don't overtrade, don't size up, don't change the game plan. Come back tomorrow, fresh mind, look for your next A+ setup. And again, you're bound to hit it. Now, say you were down, whatever you're down, don't size up, don't hit it, because after a new day, you still can't make more than 1500. It's gonna move your price target. Aim for the same 5-point move, 3 gold contracts, 1500. Say you lose 500 the first day, you're gonna be up about 1000. There's still a beautiful spot to be in. Say you lose 750 that first day, boom, you make 1500 the next day. You're still gonna be up 750. That's still a beautiful spot. You're still positive. And then all you would do from there, this is some game. This is some game. Say you lose 500 to 750 the next day. Let's go with 500. The next day you hit 1500. You're only up 1000. You subtract that. How much do you have left? 2,000 from the $3,000 price target. What do? You subtract that, you divide that by 2, and then you aim for that the next 2 days. Now, okay, wow, now I'm not passing in 2 days. What the fuck is 3 days? You can easily pass in 3 days. You're not even passing now. You're not even consistently passing now. So what is another day? Now you only need to, it's even better, because you can even size down the 2 gold contracts if you want to for a 5-point move, and then aim for 1,000, because now you're up 1,000, and now you hit your price target of 3,000. You don't have to keep going for the 1,500, or you can keep going for the 1,500 and then size down the next day and smack that remainder. The good news is you just focus on the A+ setup. Now, there are going to be those days. I'm not saying this is a 100% hit rate unless you just got it like that. Now, again, I went on the 6 to 7 day streak of having this happen in 2 or 3 days. And then that 8th or 9th day, I probably still got funded. It just took a little longer from like a slow trading period or something like that. Because I focused on my A+ setup. That's the important part. But I'm not also going to sit here and say this is a 100% hit rate. You're going to get funded every single time, because there are slow times in the market. If you blow an account, it's okay. Reset mentally. Come back the next day or the next week, or when you can get another account. Focus on A+ setups once again. Just because it didn't work the first time, it's all right. Again, you're not consistently getting funded now. So what is one more failed combine of learning the skill going to do for you? Lock in, get pushed through one more day, and get to it again. Again, you're going to fail combines. It's okay. It's okay. It's not a 100% hit rate, but I promise you, it'll hit. It'll hit. I guarantee it'll hit. And if it doesn't, you can message me. We could tighten some shit up, because it's probably you, not the game plan. Because again, I've been doing this, and I've teached it to other people who are repeatedly doing it themselves and killing it in the game as well. So again, it's okay. So good news, you are now the risk. We're one step closer, and we're getting towards the end here. Let's see. I got a lot of lines here. All right, now let's get into scaling and what's next. Scaling and what's next. Good thing good. This is X mark the spot. We're wrapping it up here, but still pay attention. Don't scroll off, little bitch. I already knew you was about to click off. Start watching some other shit. You're unfocused. Pay attention. Now, the 3 things can happen from here on out. This can either be you. This is that one who's about to just scroll off. This is you. This is the little bitches. This is you. You can be a bitch. You can close this video, go back to whatever you were doing before you clicked on this, and keep cycling through combines the same way you have been, blowing this shit. This is for the little bitches out there. Or this is a good option too. Yeah, you could be a baby goat. You now have the full system from A to Z. Some of you are wired to take this, apply it, total discipline, and pass without anyone looking over your shoulder. That's you. Generally, go do it. Again, I gave you everything: the setup, the risk management, the strategy, the game plan. Again, this is like not a long video because it's simple. It's so simple, but some of you overcomplicate this shit. Have an A+ setup. Focus on the input, not the output. Put the risk to the setup and just fucking trade. Focus on the trade. One good trade at a time. Now, if you're a baby goat, Go do your fucking thing. You can apply it to your strategy. Because again, the best thing about this is it's universal to every strategy. If you trade even NQ or ES, break down the math to your average win rate and how much you can, your average longevity, or how many points you really hit, or how much it takes to hit 1500, and put it to your strategy. Or if you trade fucking support resistance, put the math to that, and you can do the exact same thing. Again, if you're a baby goat, go do your fucking thing. Good shit. Again, it's better than being this guy up here who was ready to scroll off, or might not have even made it this part, and he probably failed their combine the next day. The little baby bitch. All right, again, go ahead. Or you could final and third option here, you could join the family and learn Gold Float 13. If you know yourself well enough to, you need someone watching your execution, correcting the drift before it becomes a blown account, and the community of people who are doing this alongside you. That's why I built the program. If option 3 is you, there's a link right below this video, first one in the description. Book a call, because we'll look at where you're at right now and figure out if this is the right fit for you. But I'm not going to lie, I only take 10 people a month, so act fast, hop on a call. I personally take every single call. You get my personal phone number. We'll hop on, we'll do a FaceTime, either hop on Discord or something like that. We'll break down everything, where you're at, where you need to take you, and we'll get shit cracking. Now, again, if you're not a baby goat, which will get you the good thing about, if you work with the family, you're more than a goat. You big time goat, you grown goat. Now, if this is for you, again, go book that call. We'll get shit set up, and we'll get cracking at this. This is the entire system. Again, look how small this is. This is the entire system from A to Z. I did not skip anything. You know what prop firms are now. Let's go over it. You know what prop firms are. Again, you started here. Lost. You know what prop firms are. The rules, which are simple. The strategy. Again, a proven strategy to work. I kill with the strategy. I eat with the strategy. Not even I eat with the strategy, because I could boast myself up all day. The community eats with the strategy. The people with the one-on-ones eat with the strategy. So it's a proven strategy. The risk, what you got to do. Again, not rocket scientists. Break it down. It's simple as pie. The strategy, boom, boom. And now you know what to do next. Now, also with scaling, the good thing about this, once you have the skill, again, now with scaling, again, the good thing about this is all you have to do is apply this. Once you get consistent with it, upgrade from the $50 accounts, because you don't want to keep dropping 200. You can drop 200 and get 2 accounts with the same price and same investment. Get the $95 account. Now you can start copy trading these. You can start, because if you're gonna drop to 200 anyways on the 50, on the 49, and then the 150 for the activation fee, you might as well buy 2 accounts for less than 200, like 180 or something like that, because it's 95, and then copy trade those. You get good at this, and then you're trading like a pro. Now 2 days you're funded with 2 accounts. You do it again next week. 2 days you're funded with another 2 accounts. Now you have 4 copy traded accounts. You do it one more time. Your max allocation with 5 accounts in a matter of a week and a half, 2 weeks. Come on now. You were struggling to pass 1 account in 3 weeks. Now you just got the game plan to get max allocation in a matter of 2 weeks. And you really could do it in a week. If you really, on your game, on your A game, you on Monday, Tuesday, you could pass 2 accounts. Take a break on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, pass 2 more accounts. Or, you say 5 accounts, but you really get nice with it. And you have that bankroll, you start getting payouts, start getting consistent, you start killing the game. You can get 5 accounts in 2 days. Now, who else is teaching that skill without gambling, without over trading, without revenge trading, without too much on your mind? With just focus on the input, the A+ setup, and you're able to have an easy output. You get funded in 2 days. Again, I'm gonna stress this before I leave. You can't do this without an A+ setup. Focus on that, and it will all work. Again, don't be a baby back. Well, don't be a baby back bitch. Either be a baby goat or book that call down below, and we'll get you the big time goat. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you need me to go over anything. I went through everything A to Z. You know how the full game plan. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.